I think a lot of people think when you go into the arts that it's an all or nothing thing, like it's black or white, you're either in or you're out. But I think there'll be times when I lean on it and it pays my bills and I'm doing well. And maybe there's times when I'm doing something else and that's okay. I guess um, for me, it's just about doing whatever I need to do to keep creating and keep adding value and keep telling stories. A book that really changed my life was a book called Big Magic by Liz Gilbert, who wrote Eat, Pray, Love. And it's basically a story about how she uses herself and her experience as a sort of a blueprint to illustrate the creative journey and living a creative life. And the emphasis is really on living. Like, just because you want to be an artist or you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be in the space, doesn't mean you have to stop living your life. Like, balance is important, and it's a very long road. I've been very lucky. At 25, I'll be 25 in a few days' time. But at 25, I'm doing what I'm doing now, and I don't know what the future holds per se, but I'm very grateful that I can be here, and I think, yeah, I'm capable. Very capable of operating in any space, and I guess a diversification of skills was one of the things I focused on a lot, making sure that I am very well versed across a broad range of parallel industries. So, media, entertainment, marketing, music. So I can, if I need to, lean on any of those, I can, if finance is required.
For sure. Yeah. And the one thing that I've also learned about money is money comes and money goes. And it's not the be all and end all of your career. What actually matters is the consistency behind it. And when you're consistently pushing towards a vision or towards some sort of goal or objective, what matters is the consistency behind it. So yes, money is an element of that consistency, but money comes and money goes, and we can't make decisions out of fear. I've seen a lot of people make decisions out of fear, and that's something that I don't see in you, because you mentioned now you were going to these industry events uninvited. Like, if you're going
Yeah,
to that, like, you're obviously not making choices out of fear, because that's a very scary situation to put yourself in. But it seems like there's something more that was kind of like driving you to do
yeah,
that. And through a lot of the conversations that I've had on this podcast, it often comes down to this conversation of why. Because like when things are tough, when the money is not flowing, but now you're constantly putting in 24, 25-hour days of work and money isn't coming in, the only thing that kind of you have to rely on and that pushes you is that why. So I wanted
yeah.
to ask you, Milan, what is your why?
It's to be a catalyst for stories. I
Yeah.
in every space I'm in, that's what I do. Someone has a story or a message they need to deliver, and I am the guy who helps them figure out how to do that in the best way possible. Um,
Awesome.
yeah, man. Like, I think obviously there are times when I'm scared, of course. And there are times when I feel really insecure and really inadequate, and like I'm not good enough for the space that I'm in. And a lot of the times I gotta just pulse check myself. Like, a lot of that insecurity, a lot of that fear, especially when I was a lot younger, and it still comes up for me sometimes now. Um, in fact, it came up for me like last week Wednesday, dude. Shit, I had a big realization, light bulb moment. But anyway, a lot of that fear comes from when I think I'm somebody.